The camera opens to an exploding volley of fireworks inside and a crowd so loud it almost drowns out the explosions. The thunder music is blaring over the speakers, but it is quickly cut off by Sami Zayn's music. And his opponent, that's the breaks, little man. Here we are at Spring Stampede as Sami Zayn's taking on X-PAC in the opening contest. Taking on X-PAC, exactly. There we go. Alright. That didn't take too long. And now X-PAC has clobbered Sami Zayn and tried to make it back to the ring before the 10 count. This is not a strategy that worked for him, as Zayn was able to make it back and the fighting continues. It continues. ZAYN with a senton splash. Sami Zayn Station versus X-PAC. It's amusing. Oh, there's a blue thunder bomb, and X-PAC kicks out of the blue thunder bomb, and the bits don't show up well on this mat. Come on, Sami. Do not let X-PAC win. Do not ever let X-PAC win. Ever. Clobbered him on the head. Oh, springboard moonsault. Hello, meow. Welcome, welcome. And WBA Coxie, how you doing? X-PAC, too sweet. X-PAC showing that bravado that he's known for. Really, he's really been taking it to Sami in this match. Come on, Sami. Neither man can seem to get the upper hand in. We're seeing a move, then a reversal, then a move, then a reversal. Neither of them can chain together a series of moves that may lead them towards a win, as we see another blue thunder bomb. And Sami Zayn has picked up the win at this year's Spring Stampede. Tony Schiavone responding to the match. What a match! Thank you for tuning in to WCW Spring Stampede and the first of many pay-per-views to come. Mongo continues, coming to you live with so much action, you're not going to want to miss a second of it. On that note, we'll get to more action. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a tag team match. Coming to the ring, Bret Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
The World Wrestling Federation for over 50 years.
That's not right.
Revolutionary force is.
How about there? There we go. The Hart Foundation. I love Cena. Bray Wyatt is awesome too. Yours is Floyd Mayweather. not a wrestler, but kind of feel a little bit of trolling coming. Big Cena fan. And their opponents. Tyler Breeze, Fandango, Breezango. Jinder's good. I like Jinder. Told you the trolling was coming. Peer pressure. Thank you. Cheering us back up after the trolls. Or troll. Second one hasn't done anything yet. Although the Floyd Mayweather thing's a little weird. So Breezango has really come into their own lately. Starting to turn it on as a tag team. They have not been together that long. But they're really starting to gel as a tag team. The Hart Foundation, on the other hand, are arguably the greatest, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Breezango's really going to have a lot of trouble keeping up with them in this match. Doo-doo. Well, I feel like they've already left, almost as if they came in together and they have this thing where to see who can get banned first. Now they'll go to another room and see who can get banned first there. But I feel like it says here that he was timed out for 5,092 seconds. So you didn't just purge, you timed him out. Oh no, he can still talk. I don't love CM Punk, but I'm okay with CM Punk. I liked him when he was in WWE. I would like for him to come back. I think that he will eventually, but it'll be way past his prime at that point. But I can do without him. You know, it doesn't in any way hurt the product that he's not. Well, it does hurt the product that he's not there, but not because he's not there, but because of. Yeah, I see that now, Thug. That's some purge, Kappa. But yeah, the only reason it hurts the product is not because he's not there. It only hurts the product because of shit fans that won't stop cheering for him. Bret Hart Snake Eyes Fandango on the top rope and then covers him for the pin. Fandango. What did I think about it? I didn't see the match because I don't watch UFC. But I did predict that he would get his ass handed to him. Not to say that someone can't transition well or that Punk wouldn't have been able to transition well. Just that someone going from WWE to UFC at that age with limited training beforehand, like someone like Brock Lesnar or Bobby Lashley or someone like that, they were amateur wrestlers. They had real fighting skill before coming to WWE and then transitioned back to real fighting. Punk came from nothing, from none of that real background. He was a wrestler the whole time. So I was pretty sure he was going to get his ass handed to him, and he did. So, bully on him for doing what he wanted to do. He wanted to give it a try. Gave no excuses, got his ass kicked like a man, so good for him. Yeah. No, I know what you mean, Kieran, because they're going to be using the Hideo's move in Chicago's town, and CM Punk's town. Come on. The team that I widely consider the best tag team of all time. I don't widely consider. You can't single-handedly widely consider. There's only one person there. The team I consider the greatest. Oh, I hate that move. And I would really hate it if that's how it was done in real life. No, I'm not really. I'm not a fan of real fighting. I just get nothing from it. For me, it's all about the soap opera. That's why I watch wrestling. To me, this show is just the same as if I turn on Flash or Arrow or Walking Dead. I'm watching it for the entertainment value of the show, not the fighting aspect of it. So, yeah, I heard that too, Kieran. I don't have a problem with anyone who does like boxing or UFC. My brother's a huge UFC fan. I understand why people do. I understand the level of entertainment, and that's cool. It's just not something that really excites me. I really just want the storyline. Yeah. All right, I'll be out in a minute. I like boxing over UFC because of what Spec just said. Shoot. Now I don't even know what I just said. Called them both real fighting. I don't know what I just said that would have made boxing sound better than UFC. Don't get me wrong, I don't like either of them. But I think that if I had to watch a boxing match or a UFC match, I'd rather watch the UFC match. The acting is pretty awful, though. I don't necessarily agree with the acting is awful. I think there are some very, very, very good actors in the WWE. Now, the storylines are bad, but you can find that on any show. Like Thug said, sometimes it's campy, but that means the storylines are bad. The Rock is a great actor. John Cena is a great actor. We've seen this from movie roles. We've seen this from Saturday Night Live. I don't really have a problem with the acting. I'm sure, obviously, there are people there that can act, but I watch TV shows and they bring in people that can act at times too. For me, it's all the same. It's all one big TV show. Some of the characters you like, some of the characters you don't. Some of the actors you think can act, some of the actors you think you can't act. Sometimes the writing's good, sometimes the writing's bad. But from an entertainment set value, it's WrestleMania ladder. From an entertainment value, if you've ever seen, I don't know if you watch, and I used to watch, I have watched, but if you watch or at least understand the concept of a soap opera like Days of Our Lives, I used to watch Days of Our Lives. If you watch Days of Our Lives or something like that, or at least, because a lot of guys don't, understand where a girl could find that exciting, then it's the same thing. The level of acting is better than daily soap opera acting. The level of storyline is just as convoluted, just in different ways. And the point is, unlike other TV shows that go 13 episodes and stop, it is non-stop every week. There's always a new episode. I'm this coming Tuesday, I'm going to watch Flash, and then I'm going to have to wait 6 to 8 months for the next episode of Flash to come on. Wrestling's never like that. I get 2 to 3 shows a week, non-stop, every week, plus extra pay-per-views that I don't have to pay for, even though they're called pay-per-views. So it is good entertainment as long as you can get behind the concept of it. Kurt Angle is great. Miz is a great actor. Neville always ends up beating you in Supercard. No. What? And that's what I mean. Sure, Miz is not you may not like Miz whatever, but as a actor, as far as doing his job to get us hate him as a heel, he does a phenomenal job. He does a great job. He is arguably the best heel in wrestling today. So, it's just how I feel about it. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I don't care if you like it or don't like it or whatever. We just like to not, like if you came in here and told me that your favorite TV show or your favorite drink or your favorite shoe type was something, I don't bash that. I shouldn't bash that. That's what you enjoy, and that's great. So I don't like people coming in and bashing what we love. It's entertainment. I mean, people are like, oh, that's not real. Well, neither is any other TV show I watch. I don't watch Survivor. I don't watch The Voice. I don't watch any reality TV shows. And that's what UFC would be compared to. A reality TV show where it's real. I don't care about that. I want the scripted stuff. Scripted storylines, or I know there's a saying that says something along the lines of how real life is better than any TV. I don't know what the saying is, but it's not true. A scripted storyline is always going to be better than anything real can put out there for you. I like his Marine movies. Currently, I have to watch Marine 4 for the Above or Below List YouTube videos. That's what I'm up to, which I've watched before, but I'm going to watch again. Oh, and I have to add Marine 5 on there, and the Gavin Stone movie. I got to add some stuff to the lists. I got to get on that list stuff. I really want to sit down with Cocoon and fix Above and Below. Well, not fix. It's not broken, but man, this is a long match. He's not the best heel in your opinion, but he's good. The only person that you can say, and again, your opinion is different than mine, so you can say anything you want, but the only person you could say that's a better heel than Miz, to me, that I would not argue with currently is Kevin Owens. That's the only one. Some would say Bray Wyatt, and don't get me wrong, I love Bray Wyatt. I'm a big fan of Bray Wyatt, but right now, Bray Wyatt is not a great heel. They need to fix him a little better. And I can't think of any other heels. Braun Strowman, but, Braun Strowman could easily flip. Woo! Blam, 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 blam. What the heck just happened? 100 and something. He exploded the cup and then filled it up afterwards. R-Truth is in. Yes, I saw that new film. I got to add those. I also saw something that I want to see. I was watching a YouTube video. Don't forget to add the Marine 20. But it was so funny. Apparently, because I was doing a thing on Kurt Angle. It was one of those videos that was like things the WWE wants you to forget about Kurt Angle, and he was in a horror movie that was like, I think it was called Wrestlers versus Zombies. I kid you not. There is a movie out there called Wrestlers versus Zombies, and it got people like Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Kurt Angle and I mean a bunch of people, and I'm like, oh, it's supposedly horrendous. It is like terrible. Goldust is the biggest heel, biggest but not best. I'm like, I have to see this movie. I have to see Wrestlers versus Zombies, starring Kurt Angle and God, I don't even remember everyone who's in it. But I saw all the names and I was like, seriously. Thoughts on that is Conor McGregor plans on being a WWE wrestler when his career is over, and that in the WWE is called kayfabe. These same people that he said he'd slap their heads off, he's been seen out drinking with. They all follow each other. When you call someone out, you don't generally follow them, or if you did, you just unfollow them. They all follow each other. They're all friends. They all know each other. That is literally him setting up his WWE appearance eventually. I'm glad, peer pressured. I'm glad. And Tyler Breeze is taking it to Bret Hart. He has bloodied Bret Hart, and Bret Hart is a bloody mess. Horror movie, what now? Let's see. Zombies versus wrestlers. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh, it was things Matt Hardy, not Kurt Angle. It was Matt Hardy. He was in it. Matt Hardy, Shane. Oh, Kurt Angle was in it too. Roddy Piper, but it was the Matt Hardy thing that I was watching. Roddy Piper, Matt Hardy, Shane Douglas, Kurt Angle, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, and that's the thing. He's just setting himself up for his post career, post UFC. Can I post a link to Wrestlers vs. Zombies? I just took care of it, Rocky Top. Thank you. And there's your winners. The Breezango has managed to take one from the Heart Foundation. I would have never guessed that. Congratulations to Breezango on their pay-per-view win here at Spring Stampede. The camera opens up on Lex Luger shaking his arm in the back, getting ready for an upcoming match. When the larger-than-life Andre the Giant walks up behind him. That's not going to help you. I can't do Andre. I don't have the accent. Lex just turns, and they begin to stare down as the camera fades out. The following match is set for one fall. Coming to the ring, weighing in at 285, 315 pounds. I don't know. I'm not good at guessing weights. Lex Luger. And his opponent, weighing 7 foot tall, maybe 6'10", weighing 500 pounds, Andre the Giant. This is a real thing. I want Cesaro versus Miz as SS for the IC title. That is not going to happen, show off. Sorry. Cesaro is just turned heel. He won't be face enough by SummerSlam. Not saying it'll never happen, but it's not going to happen that soon. Piper is better than that. Who, I'm disappointed, is an actual movie or a match. No, it is an actual movie. I have to see this. I said the same thing. They Live is awesome. I love They Live. That is a great movie. Bruce Buffer here. Yeah. Yep, we got Bruce Buffer here announcing the videos. I mean the wrestling. Lol, he looks like good. 285,315 pounds. How do you feel about Miz versus Cesaro rivalry at the end of next couple months? Maybe coming to the head at SummerSlam. Nope, don't see it happening. I understand your need for Cesaro, but this goes back to what I say all the time, guys. Sorry, Cesaro's gonna a while off, and it's mainly because they have not yet given him a good enough gimmick. He needs a gimmick that can produce a T-shirt so he can sell merchandise. I love Cesaro. I have 0 Cesaro T-shirts. I have 30 T-shirts up there now. I don't have a Cesaro T-shirt because they don't have good Cesaro T-shirts. And most people that like him would agree with that assessment. Most people that don't that like him that don't agree with that assessment say, "Oh no, he has some good shirts." And then I say, "Do you have one?" They're like, "No." So the point is, no one buys Cesaro merchandise, and if Cesaro does not sell merchandise, he will not get pushed up. Unfortunately, sorry, that's how it works. Oh, DJ Beats, don't put the smackdown on me, brother. Please, please don't put the smackdown on me. Yep, this match where he... Well, actually, I have not seen the one where he first slammed him because it happened at a house show, I believe. But the WrestleMania 3 one that everyone knows about, that one I, of course, have seen. I do, and of course, remember as well. Hopefully, this match won't be too quick. I'm going to run real quick and grab my dinner. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So this is everyone's least favorite part of the stream, and I know it, and I apologize for it, but this is the point where you guys get to miss. You guys don't get to see my pretty face because I'm eating. Oh my gosh, he got ANDRÉ up into... Leave your face. Not while I'm eating, guys. I just found a new website. Let's see. Bet I can find it here. Oh, nope, it's not here. Oh, well, that's the first thing. All right. Yeah, he actually got slammed by someone before Hogan. Who was it? Harley Race was the first person to slam Andre the Giant. Here we go, guys. I'm going to take this and pause it. I'll just do this. This is the first time Andre got slammed by Hulk Hogan. This is not WrestleMania 3. Here, check this out. Alright, so where were we? That's not a bad idea, now I'd show off. I'll look into doing that. Get I'll have someone do a I was gonna say a cartoon, but a sketch or something of me. Cartoon version of me to put up when I'm eating. I gotta admit, I didn't think Lex Luger would put up this much of a fight versus Andre. Boston beans. Bost is a type of macaroni or pasta with beans in it. 1 hour left, 54 minutes until we can start attacking their sorry asses. You found the movie. What channel are you watching? It looks so real. What are you talking about? Oh, are you talking about the game? Are you trolling me, DJ Beats? Come on, Luger. Can't believe Beats is trolling me. Came in trolling. Where'd you find it, punk? Send it to me in Skype or something. It's on Netflix? I have Netflix. And Andre, after a tough battle, takes the win. Andre the Giant has beaten Lex Luger. The camera faces Tony and Mongo as they seem to be looking up at the roof. As the camera follows their gaze, it stops in the rafters above the ring on Sting, perched and watching. Wow, that's not a good sign for someone. Not at all. He's up there for a reason. Indeed. Let's continue with tonight's action with the WCW Thunder Championship match. The following contest is set for one fall. Coming to the ring, the first participant,
Viva la raza.
Eddie Guerrero. Allah, Achi. Yeah, Ultimate Warrior did it, but by then it had been done, so. Yeah, still impressive. And his opponent, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. Because there's only one fall in the match. I don't know. Same reason they chant 10 or 2 or... It's an easy chant. Here we go. The winner of this match will be the new WCW Thunder Champion. Alright, I'm back. This would be one of the greatest matches of all time in real life if they ever faced off in their primes. Perfect versus Guerrero. Wow. Wow. Let me just say it to you this way. Wow. Now you understand. You didn't before. And I understand that you didn't understand. And that's okay that you didn't understand, because I understand that you didn't understand that you didn't understand. But... wow. At this point, I don't even know what I'm talking about. You want Perfect to win. Perfect is my favorite. One of my favorites of all time. Yeah, I want Perfect to win too. Come on, Perfect. I love me some Eddie, though. Let's go perfect. Kick him in the face! Drop the elbow on him! Let's do this! Two! Eddie Guerrero has kicked out of the Perfect Plex. Ready to kick some candy asses? Absolutely. Spec, you ever go to any spring training games for Major League Baseball? I do not go to spring training games for Major League Baseball. Sometimes I didn't last season and I haven't yet this season, but I go to Rays games, usually about 10 a year. I didn't go at all last season, and haven't gone any yet this season. I just said that, but I don't like spring training, mainly because I guess I'm there to see the stars, and with spring training, it's like, okay, we put in Chris Archer. He pitched an inning and a half. Now, here's a young guy from our single A affiliate who until they get to the show, I'm not going to know who they are. It's very similar to me. Going to spring training is kind of like going to Ring of Honor, a Ring of Honor show. Sure, I'm going to know some of the people in it because of their time. And Mr. Perfect has pinned Eddie Guerrero and is the new WCW and first WCW Thunder champion. The next match is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Extreme Championship. Yeah, I used to go when I was younger. It's just definitely not my thing. The first participant coming to the ring. He is the innovator of violence. He is Mr. ECW. He is Tommy Dreamer. And his opponent, he is the human suplex machine, Taz. How would you feel if my Ravens go traded away for a 7th round pick? I would, I'd just, at that point, wake up. Because that's all I would need to do at that point, because that would never happen. So I don't have to feel about it. And if it did happen, I'd probably be happy about it because that means that Mike Evans had gotten to the point where he was worth a 7th round pick. And thus I wouldn't want him on the team anyway. Yes, not sure if I missed that, but you are correct. I had that in my time hop. 6 years ago today, Macho Man passed away. All right. Okay, we're stopping this match right now, guys. And I apologize. This match is going to be stopped. Quit. Because this match is for the Extreme Championship and thus needs to be as Extreme Rules match. Because I'm a dummy. So I apologize for that. There we go. Now you guys can beat each other up with anything you want. TM! Good to see you. Thanks for the cheer, buddy. Yeah, I never got around to changing his name. I'll get to it. I've got a lot of things to do. That's probably should be the first one that I do, but I keep working on other stuff beforehand, trying to get caught up. It was the only version that was worth downloading. Yes, SmackDown was on Thursday night in the mid-2000s. Why, do you ask? TM, thank you for the host, buddy. I mean, it jumped around. It went from Thursday to Friday to back to Thursday to back to Friday. I went to Tuesdays about a year ago. It went to Tuesdays when it went live, and it went live when they did the roster split. So, June or July-ish, I think. Brand split, yep. More importantly, nice to have it live so that they can do some surprise and shocking stuff on it, as opposed to having it pre-taped and they never did anything great because they were afraid people would give away the spoilers. I don't care what day of the week it's on, as long as it's live. Does help with the current format of the stream, though, where I stream Monday and Tuesday. It'd really suck if I streamed, well, I mean, not that it'd suck because I'd still, but if I was like, oh, okay, Monday is Raw and Thursday is SmackDown, and I like getting those three in a way, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Taz and Tommy Dreamer really taking it to each other on the outside of the ring. You can tell this is an Extreme Rules match, mainly because they announced it as one. Yes, they did. He did. And yes, they did not. Ba-da-da-dum-bum. I caught what you were saying, and that's the important thing. As long as I know what's going on, that's all that matters. Boom! Nice suplex by Taz. The human suplex machine. 2. Sweet. This is a good sign. Oh no. Damn it. I'm gonna lose now. Because you made that be a tag team. Doubt I'm gonna beat that. Nope. I lose. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Tommy Dreamer gets out his favorite weapon, the kendo stick. But before he can use it, Taz steals it from him so that Tommy steals it back and catches him in the stomach. Okay. Time to edit my deck. Swap. Uncommon. Hey, Nick Vara, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Daz gets thrown into the ring corner. Tommy Dreamer at a reversal. And we are just seeing reversal after reversal. This is not what you'd expect to see from the likes of these two extreme hardcore wrestlers. Reversing each other move. 2. Sweet. Exactly, Jesus. I agree with that 100%. Is it a good name? No. Does it matter that it's not a good name? No. Nope, have no interest in checking it out, but thank you very much. I've made plenty of YouTube videos. I have, I don't know, 70 YouTube videos on my channel if you'd like to check them out. Every match must be an Inferno match. I agree, Nod Show Off. Totally needs to be. What a nice young man. It's clearly a nice young man who doesn't understand common social practice. That's the type of guy that takes his to-go McDonald's into a Burger King and eats it there. Nice. Very good, Oval. We're proud of you. You do your thing. Tommy Dreamer, 2. He has bloodied Taz, and yet that is still not enough. Taz wants this title. He wants to be known as the first ever WCW Extreme Champion. Uh-oh, here it comes, the pile driver. That's it. That should put him down. That should be the end of it. 1, 2, 3, and Tommy Dreamer is the new Extreme Rules Champion. $30 minutes. Is it start at 7? I thought it started at 8. Oh, well, the pre-show, I guess, would start at 7. But they don't have a pre-show match or anything, do they? Oh, you're talking 30 minutes until we can attack. I thought you were talking about NXT TakeOver. Tony, the Outsiders have been waiting since the beginning to get their chance at the titles, and the time is now. The challengers are ready to take it to them, though, and start their reign as well. Not sure who's going to come away with these belts, but it's going to be a battle no matter who wins. It's time for the WCW Tag Team Championship match. Coming down to the ring, the first team in the WCW Tag Team Championship match, Bradshaw, Farouk, the Outsiders. Yes, the APA. Thank you. The APA still versus the Outsiders. You know what I meant. It's been a long day. And their opponents. Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, the Outsiders. Thank you, not show off. Thank you, Punk. Thank you, not show off, for the host. Appreciate it. Woohoo! Wolf Garra, if anyone is still in that stream, Hello and welcome. That auto host is massive and we'll take it. And I appreciate y'all being here if you are here. We're doing our weekly WWE... Oh, the match started. Shut off their music, dude. Weekly LODN show. What if? I wouldn't care. I wasn't a big Morrow fan anyway. Everyone was all, excited about Morrow and how amazing he was. I prefer Michael Cole. I prefer Byron Saxton. I prefer wrestling fans. Not that he's not a wrestling fan, but he's a commentator at heart that learned the art of wrestling to commentate it. But it's just like, I never felt that his heart was in it. He screwed up. He did screw up a lot. He did do that too. But for me, it was just a matter of, I always felt like, and it was not nearly as bad, but it was like when they brought in that one guy that was so bad, then they turned him in. They turned him into the GM, Mike Adamle. That's what he reminds me of, Mike Adamle. Now, he was nowhere near as bad as Mike Adamle, but just the feel, like he didn't belong. He's not supposed to be there. And Renee Young was the same way. And Renee Young turned into something. At least she made it work. I feel like he never made it work. But so many people were so big on him. The internet, he was every Smarks guy. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, that works for me. As long as you keep the Raw team together, I'm happy with that. I do like Corey Graves a lot. That's just me. So Bradshaw has the upper hand. Oh, a reversal by Scott Hall. And the Outsiders are trying to win Tag Team Championship and return to their glory. Kevin Nash, Scott Hall. But the APA are standing in their way here tonight. Yes, and I understood that that's why they liked him. I didn't really care for that type of voice. It was, again, I was fine with it, I guess, but it wasn't great. And then if you'd rather have a wrestling commentator's voice, I'd rather hear JR or Jerry Lawler, which is not the same. Those are wrestling commentator voices. Gorilla Monsoon. There was like no inflection. There was no emotion. For me, it's a show. I'll come back to that every time. It's a show. And I want the commentators to be excited about it too. I want the surprises to be surprising. And I want the commentators to be surprised by it. And Morrow just never had any emotion. JR and King were your favorites. I think they're my second favorite. I think I like Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan better. Hey, welcome back, Krusk. How you doing? For me, growing up, hearing Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon, that was it for me. I don't think. First of all, I don't hope that happens. I don't mind if he, on occasion, calls a match like The Undertaker, but I don't want him stepping in just for main events. First of all, it's not going to happen because that's not fair. They wouldn't do that. And I don't think that the WWE really want him all that much. They have him to keep him away from other people, not because they want him back. Your favorite is Colin King. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe he'll call the main event on the show main events. But no, they're going to use him as, like he's going to call something at NXT TakeOver, right? I believe tonight. They're going to use him as a spot announcer, but I don't think they'll give him like the main event on all shows or something like that. May happen on occasion. The tourney stuff, yeah. Just like, my favorite is Josh Matthews too. I love Josh Matthews. I think he's great. Yeah, he's calling all the UK stuff. So it's like they brought him in to do that kind of stuff, which is perfect. That's great. Don't get me wrong, I'd love him back, but you know, they don't have an interest in making him a full-time commentator anymore. And I'm not sure he has interest in being on the traveling team. I think having him do the UK tournament, then having him do the women's tournament, then having him do, you know, stuff like that. Cole is your favorite heel. When he was a heel, he was awesome. He's definitely not a heel now, but he was. That was good stuff. I loved. Can I have your attention, please? I just received an email from the Raw anonymous general manager. Yeah, he broke heel when Jerry had a heart attack, and then they just turned him face after that. They were like, we don't need this anymore. Corey Graves is, I guess, although now with Booker T over there, Booker T has a lot of heel in him, in his announcing. So it almost is a double heel announce team, which I don't know if I like that. It's like usually you have one heel guy and then everyone else is the two faces. It really should just be still. One of the things that I definitely agree with the Smarks about is the three-man booth. It's not necessary. The three-man booth is not necessary. But if they're going to have a three-man booth, it really should be... I mean, at least the three-man booth on SmackDown works. It's Michael... I mean, it's Todd Gresham. That's not it. Tom Phillips, who is your Michael Cole, your play-by-play. And then JBL, who's your color commentator, which is Corey Graves. And your heel, which makes sense. And then you're supposed to have Byron, who's just that other guy. He's supposed to be chill and on the side and not speak up nearly as much as anyone else. Man, I hope that doesn't happen. Otunga is way better than Booker, which Otunga did fine with. Otunga and Byron Saxton are great at their roles. Do I think they could ever be the other roles? Possibly. Do I think they'll be great at those other roles? Probably not. But for the roles they're looking at as the third announcer, that side guy, the guy they go to when they want to announce, you know, new things on WWEshop.com or when they want to cut the promo for the pay-per-view, they work fine. Making just little comments in the matches and doing stuff like that. They do a great job. Booker T is too talkative for that side guy. Plus, he wants to play the heel role, which doesn't work for that side guy as well. And he's supposed to. It's kind of supposed to be bland. Otunga and Saxton are bland, and that kind of works for them. It's what it's supposed to be. And Booker T is not bland, and it just doesn't work. I'm so over Booker T already. It ended up being Hornswoggle, although that was not the plan. That's what they ended up changing it to. There were quite a few plans for that, though, at one point. And the Outsiders are your new WCW Tag Team Champions. Tony Schiavone starts up. The Rock finally gets his chance at Ric Flair after weeks of non-stop aggression from the Four Horsemen. Can The Rock get his revenge on Flair, or will the dirtiest player in the game get one over on the Brahma Bull? Mongo, my money's on Ric Flair, as it always is. He's just too resourceful in that ring and willing to do whatever it takes to get his wins for me to not bet on him. There's no denying his ability in that ring, but The Rock has proven time and time again that his determination is matched by no other. We will see if that's enough. Stephanie McMahon is seen on the Titantron sitting at her decks. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's only fair, since The Rock has faced each member of the Four Horsemen in the past few weeks, along with their constant harassment, that I set a stipulation for this match. The match is Ric Flair versus The Rock, and that is how it will stay, as the remaining horsemen are banned from ringside. If they choose to disobey this rule, they will immediately be fired from WCW and face a 1-year non-affiliate re-signing ban. What does this mean? It means that if they come to ringside, they will not only be fired, but they will also not be able to re-sign with any WCW, WWE affiliated show. SmackDown, Raw, even NXT will be off limits. It's time to see how this one plays out. Now on with the show. What the Rock
is going.
Oops, well, you guys can watch me make the match, since I left it on that screen by accident. And his opponent, Who do I like better? Angle, I guess. I mean, it's all about writing, because they're not actually the ones doing the GMing. They're just reading the script. But I like Angle better. I like his delivery and his comedy better. Kathy Kelly. Who said Kathy Kelly? Did I say Kathy Kelly somewhere? Hey, I don't stream on Twitch. How you doing? Yes, it is true. It is very, very true. Carly Caruso is very cute, if you say so. I don't find her all that cute, but to each their own. That's part of what we've learned with this whole situation. That's Flair. The ref should have just taken them all off. Yeah, he's going to do it anyway. Let me take them off. At least then I can keep an eye on what's going on. Today we will have a no turnbuckle match. That's funny that Oracle asked that question after, I mean, before I talked about it, but before I even saw it. Wow, this conversation you guys had is almost word for word what I said out loud. Low blows on a pole match. you think Flair just pinched the head of Rock's dick? What? What the fuck? You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. It didn't have to be something different. Maybe Ric Flair was pinching the head of his dick. As do I. If you watched my stream yesterday, I did a prediction show. Although I never did get the prediction shows up on YouTube. I will do that as soon as we're done with this. I'm probably going to be doing work while we watch the NXT TakeOver. I'll probably put up my 2 prediction shows, although it's kind of late to do so. Whoever gets him has to keep him. Or even better, whoever gets him doesn't get him. You know, it's like 2 people, and the person who pulls him down, the other person gets stuck with him. No one wants him. The bell would ring and they'd all just stand back in the corner. Go like, yeah, you can have him. Take him. Ric Flair reversal. The Rock is putting on a heck of a show, but he is being kept at bay by Ric Flair. Ric Flair is going to... Woo! Figure 4. Will The Rock tap out? Rocky is in pain. You can see it on his face, kinda, except that his face is not to the camera, as he's managed to roll over and reverse the pressure. Exactly, there you go. That's one of the things, that's one of the few things that I think that TNA stole from WWE and improved on. I really liked the Feast or Fired, where there were four briefcases. 3 of them were for different title shots: World, X Division, and Tag Team, and one of them was Fired. And even if you got rid of the Fired, just the idea of a Mr. Money in the Bank for all titles. I always thought the Money in the Bank should be a world title briefcase, a intercontinental title briefcase, and a tag team title briefcase, and there should be 3 matches like that on the each. And now that there's more, but I'm just saying. Hey Rick, the figure 4 is good, but if you bridge at the same time, taking all the pressure off the legs, it makes it twice as good apparently. No, yes, it makes it twice as good. The figure 8. Women's Money in the Bank and a Women's Rumble. Yep, they totally should do. The first match of the Royal Rumble every year should be a 10-man or 15-man Women Royal Rumble match. It should start out the Royal Rumble that way, and then it should end with the Males Rumble. I don't. I really don't. I hate wrestling fans. I do. Wrestling fans are the worst. Oh, 2 minutes, guys. If you have any charges that you haven't used, use them now. 2 minutes. Alright, that's the best I'm going to do with that. There we go. Done. Got a minute. Let's see if I can get a pull in ranked mode here. Enhancements. Damn it, I forgot about the enhancements. Come on. Don't cancel search. Get back in there. It's probably too late. Go. And The Rock has walked through the entire 4 Horsemen. Sorry, guys. Let's get back to the show. The game. Let me see. Rock. Good job, Rocky. He has won the match. So we go to Tony Schiavone. The game, as set by our WCW GM, his wife, will get a chance to be the WCW World Champion. But to do so, we will have to go through one of the most frightening men in wrestling today, Bray Wyatt. He gives me chills, Tony. Me too, Mongo. But does Triple H have what it takes to push past the fear and take the fight to Bray? Let's find out. The following contest is set for one fall and is for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
I have not seen any. I have not seen any of the any of the Fast and Furious movies. I watched the first one originally, but aside from that, I haven't seen any of them. So I plan on doing a full run through eventually too. Die like a fool. And his opponent. Well, yes, in the timeline they've changed it to where it took place between 6 and 7. However, it's not like it was written that way. It was originally written to be separate, and then when they decided to keep going with the universe, they tried to retcon it. But there are things in the movie that don't quite match up. Especially things like they're using flip phones and they're driving cars from that time period, and but other things as well. Catching flies. Flip phones, OP. Absolutely. Tell you everything you need to know about a movie. Like, is it gonna be good? Probably not. Has flip phones in it. Alright. We watch people teleport to the ring in darkness. I think we can suspend disbelief. I don't know about that. What do you mean, suspend disbelief? You don't believe that he can teleport to the ring in darkness? I'm completely confused. Do you not believe he can teleport to the ring in darkness? Is that what you're saying? Triple H is taking it to the world champion. Oh my god, it's fake shit. Yes, you are correct. Fast and the Furious is fake shit. Actually, there's a video where the lights go out and you see him not that quickly run up the ramp. I mean, he tries, but he doesn't get up the ramp all that quickly. Sorry, I was hacked by a troll. Sure you were. Bray has control. Boom! As the lights go out and Bray disappears from the ring, goes to the bathroom, and then reappears in the ring. Tries to run real quickly. Yep, that's the whole point. Tries. Alright, so I lost my first match on both accounts. And it wasn't because I didn't charge enough, it was because I didn't have any good cards. I used nothing but fully charged cards, except on one tag team guy was at like less than that, but it wouldn't have won anyway. Yeah. So I really need to take a shit. That was good stuff. I'm facing WrestleMania 33s and I have a Hardened as my top card. I'm not going to win anything like this. Two! And H kicks out. WrestleMania 33 ramp was longer. It was definitely longer, but they decided to make use of the long ramp. So you guys hear how pissed Randy Orton was about the WrestleMania 33 ramp? Damn it. Lost this one too. Yeah, that had to end up being expensive. Walking on sperm, yep. He was not happy the fact that he was walking on sperm. And that it didn't matter how fast or slow he walked, the sperm stayed right under him. Wasn't like the snake could just ride the thing and he'd finish walking. The snake head was set to just go with him. I was like, walking on his sperm. Nice. Alright, I got my first win. 2 losses on this side, 1 loss on this side. And we have a new WCW Heavyweight Champion of the World, Triple H. As the match ends, Triple H stands victorious in the ring. Sting descends from the rafters behind him. The champ turns to meet his gaze. They stare each other in the eye for a few long seconds before Sting points the bat at him and the camera fades out. And that is WCW this week's Spring Stampede, and that is it for LODN.